Is this the worst airbrush ever made? Obviously not. But should you rush out and buy one? Well, also probably not. But let's get into this Aventus airbrush. First of all, Happy New Year! After a short break, we're feeling refreshed and ready for 2026. We wish you all the very best for this year, and thank you so much for still being here watching our videos. So when considering whether an airbrush is right for you, an important consideration is what are you using it for? Airbrushes are versatile tools and are used in a variety of artistic mediums, as well as being able to tweak the setup with different air caps and nozzle sizes to suit your specific needs. So in case you don't know us here at Mimic Hobby, this whole discussion about the Aventus airbrush is coming from the point of view of a large-scale model painter. Parker has painted models for decades and has experience using a variety of different airbrush brands. If you do know us, you'll know that we've been a Gaahleri household for a long time, long before we ever joined their affiliate program. In fact, we technically sold about 5 airbrushes before I ever knew they had an affiliate program. So I use the Swallowtail with the 0.7 needle for all of my cosplay outfits and props, whereas Parker mostly uses the Gaahleri 9 with a 0.5 needle for his priming and varnishing. The Mobius 0.3 is his main use airbrush, and then he also does use the Mobius 0.2 for some of the finer details. He runs these with his Sparmax TC620 compressor. Despite having all these airbrushes, you may spy that we haven't done a review before here on YouTube. But our Discord community have been asking for a few weeks about Parker's opinion on this particular newly released Aventus airbrush. So we thought we should take a look at one and try out a little review video. So obviously the very first impressions with this airbrush are the pretty colours. We'll focus on the important parts in much more detail, but let's just take a moment to appreciate the aesthetics of this airbrush. Okay, now let's get to the important parts. This Aventus airbrush from Gaahleri comes with a 0.2 and a 0.4 setup. Since Parker's main use airbrush is a 0.3 needle, he opted to test the 0.2 in his Aventus first. One of the first things Parker noticed was how much more comfortable he found it to hold. Something he always liked about their airbrushes in general is that their thumb plate is quite big, and this one is a little bit bigger again. This is, of course, a personal preference thing. His big 6'4" man, who often feels the world isn't really built for people his size, so whenever something is big and suitable for him, it is quickly noted. He also really liked the more curved angle here. Now that he's used it for a few weeks, he said it feels more comfortable to hold and spray, which is important since he paints all day, every day. Now in this video, I am going to acknowledge some of the other videos that are out there about this airbrush, and I have seen some people say that they very specifically do not like this change. I think this is going to be something down to partly personal preference, but also dependent on what you are using it for. I can see how if you are spraying more upright like this, for like a canvas portrait or something, it could be more in the way it's angled. But the way Parker uses it, this more angled air hose connection hasn't proved a problem. So whilst running some initial paper tests to get a feel for the airbrush before taking it to a model, one of the things Parker mentioned was that the 0.2 needle in this setup actually wasn't proving much of a significant upgrade to his 0.2 Mobius. He said it's better, yes, but not such an upgrade that it would be a necessary purchase to replace his Mobius. So he switched to the 0.4 needle in his Aventus and tested this out. This was fine and performed as expected, but Parker really wasn't too sure where a 0.5 would even fit into his setup anyway. Before moving on to some model painting demonstrations, let's hear a little bit from the man himself.
You maybe can't say for sure until you've used it with actual model painting, but is it what you expected?
What I expected. Hugely know what to expect, because obviously this is territory that Gaahleri haven't really entered before with that price.
The Mobius that you always use is currently around £60. If you wanted to buy one, they're often somewhere between 60 and 70.
0.3.
Yeah, that 0.3 Mobius. The Aventus, you can currently grab one for £140. The retail price is as high as £175. But if you put aside the price, just as an airbrush, would you recommend it to people?
It's easily the most comfortable airbrush I've ever used.
Okay.
That counts for a lot when you do as much airbrushing as I do. Physical feel and the weight, the balance, the trigger, those are the things that seem to have been very massively improved. I don't think that you're getting such a wild difference in the precision and the spray quality that necessarily justifies the twice the price, really.
Well, okay, so yeah, let's put price back into it. So £60. £140 at the moment. Would you recommend it over your Mobius to somebody?
It is twice the price.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is, when you put it in those contexts, it doesn't necessarily seem twice the airbrush.
Yeah, okay.
I would say.
Since he wasn't too sure where this would fit in with his current setup, he began painting his next model to try and find its place. For this Harley model, he kept it at the 0.4 setup with the intention of using it over his Mobius 0.3 and seeing how that felt. After painting Harley, he next painted Rani, and this time switched it to the 0.2 to see how it felt replacing his 0.2 Mobius instead. So now he's painted a couple of models, it's been a few weeks. Let's check in with him again and see how the Aventus feels with this setup. So for the most recent model you painted, you switched to the 0.2 setup over the 0.4 setup in your Aventus. How did you find this?
The reason I chose a 0.4 first was because the airbrush in general is more comfortable to use than the Mobius. So I thought there was a logic to replacing my everyday use airbrush with something that is more comfortable to use in general. I did find that the 0.4 needle was just slightly more dispersed than I'm used to. It didn't really fulfill the same role as the 0.3. So I ended up sticking to the 0.3, going to the 0.2. The 0.2 on this is, for me, an improvement over the Mobius 0.2. But again, it's not such a huge thing that it makes that much of a difference. It is slightly better, so I decided to use it that way.
Now we've had the airbrush a little while, sort of since everyone else has been getting theirs too, we've obviously seen a lot of the issues that some people have had. Now Gaahleri were really quick to address these. Does anything change for you? I feel like we were quite lucky we got a good build one, but do you have any change of opinion, sort of hearing about other people's experiences, or?
Well, yeah, a bit mixed there, I guess. I mean, I think the one that I have seems to perform fine. I don't have any issues with it. Whether it's as good as it is intended to be, I couldn't really say. Like I said, I did think that there was possibly a slightly underwhelming increase in performance for the price. Good of them to make a statement and own the mistake. I guess disappointing, but not entirely unexpected for these kind of mistakes to happen in this day and age. But better to at least acknowledge it and try and fix it than brush it under the carpet, as many others seem to do. So fair play for that, I guess.
Any final points?
Final points. I think overall, I would say it's probably a better designed airbrush, but not really necessarily a better functioning one. So if that's worth the cost to you, then go for it. It is better than their other outputs, but the problem is it's starting to compete at a higher level now, so it's getting compared with much more expensive, much more accomplished competition. And really, it doesn't really do anything that you can't just do with the Mobius anyway. So the Mobius, particularly the 0.3 Mobius, is still the entry-level airbrush I'd recommend to everybody.
So finally, it seems that Parker has found the right place for his Aventus in his airbrush collection. Now, just because our Aventus has been good, well built and performed reliably, doesn't mean everyone out there with a bad experience can be ignored. I have seen the various issues that have cropped up with this airbrush, some experiencing bad build quality and others just not satisfied with its performance for the higher price tag. Maybe this has been one of those examples where a company tries to run when it's only really just nailed walk-in. The main reason we've recommended Gaahleri for so long is because the quality and the performance of their airbrushes are really quite good for the low price tag. We also find them particularly good to teach beginners with because they're really easy to disassemble, easy to clean, change seals and other parts like that. Another reason we love Gaahleri is because they have always had excellent customer service. Yes, even before we were affiliates. And they have actually really quickly responded to the issues that people have brought up with this airbrush. They issued a full statement in a video and are offering compensation to those that are not happy. I have linked that below just in case you haven't seen it yet. If you are someone who received their Aventus damaged, bad build quality, or maybe it's just not as good as what you were expecting, then do make sure you check that video out and start the process of getting a replacement or a refund. The short of the video is that they supposedly rushed the release and therefore rushed the quality control. Unfortunately, something that happens all too often. One final video I'm going to recommend you watch is one from Spaghetti Miniatures. They break down some of the actual numbers and the science behind the build quality, along with showing the inconsistencies since they built 3 Aventuses to compare to each other. It's very interesting and well worth a watch. So in conclusion, should you get your hands on this airbrush? Honestly, for now, just wait. Just hold on, as they are releasing an upgrade kit for those who do want to still keep their Aventus, and maybe this will be enough of an improvement, but who can really say until they are delivered, trialled and tested. The Aventus will remain one of Parker's main airbrushes, especially because he finds it so comfortable to hold. But if you asked us today for an airbrush recommendation, we'd still be saying to grab the Mobius 0.3, as well as a GAD 39 for priming and varnishing. Hope this has been useful for some of you. It's very lovely that you all want to know Parker's opinion on these sorts of things. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you also to Gaahleri for sending us this Aventus airbrush so that we could take a little look at it and compare it to some of their other airbrushes in our collection. A special thank you to all of our patrons on screen. We can't believe how many of you have joined us in the past 6 months, and we can't wait to carry on in 2026. We will catch you all in the next one.